Ferne McCann rose to fame on The Only Way is Essex back in 2013. Since then, cameras have followed her life on shows like First Time Mum and My Family and Me. But after 12 years on our screens, Ferne is now reflecting on her mental health and experiences with therapy in her brand new podcast, Every Cloud. And Ferne joins us now. It's lovely to see you, Ferne.
Thank you for having me.
I suppose this is a bit of a departure, certainly, from what we're used to seeing you in. But I think it's also a reflection on where you are in your life now.
Exactly that. Obviously, last year I finished my reality show, which I feel sad about, if I'm honest. I feel like when you end something, you have like a delayed response. So now, a year on, I'm like, I really miss it. But it was so the right decision because I felt like I'd almost outgrown it. Obviously, I made the decision for my children as well to not do the show. But I really feel like you have to make those decisions to create space for whatever you want to bring next into your life. And this feels like a new chapter, although it's been in my life for 7 years. I've had therapy for a very long time. And I knew I wanted to do something with bringing what I've learned through therapy and sharing it with others. Now, I'm no way the guru, and I'm not proclaiming to be.
Exactly, and you don't do that in the podcast at all, but you are certainly happy to talk about your own experiences.
Exactly that. I've always been someone who wears my heart on my sleeve and I'm open and honest with what I've been through. Obviously, you don't have that privilege when you live your life publicly, but I'm excited to definitely share a different side to me, but also I think going through therapy, although it's been very challenging, you know, there's been some moments sitting in that chair that you really have to take accountability and own what you've been through. But I really feel like it's been so beneficial for me. You know, there have been times in my life that it has saved my life. It has completely saved my life, and it has been a real transformative experience for me. And I know that it's not accessible for everyone. Therapy can be challenging to even like take that step of like to have that admission to go, right, okay, I need it. And I feel like in this country it's like, oh, there's something wrong with you or you've had a breakdown. So yeah, I really hope that with the podcast and the conversations that we're having, it's going to bring people hope, because what I know is that we're all going to experience adversity in our life at one point. And you know, having these conversations with different celebrities and influencers and people that have been through really, you know, overcome so much, that it is going to bring people hope. And
you've got, you know, wonderful, there's Wim Hof, of course, from your first episode, and you've got wonderful specialists in the field as well who are there to give their kind of version on how you should deal with certain life challenges, really. And it's just all of you unpacking them together.
Exactly. I didn't want to be the person that I can share my personal experience, but I didn't want to be the person, I can't be that professional that gives those tangible tips that you can apply to your life. So we've pulled in experts, we've got psychotherapists, doctors, life coaches that help to facilitate these incredible conversations. And so the listeners can be like, okay, it might not be exactly what you're going through, but you'll be able to take so much from the conversation and, of course, the experts.
Yeah, and like you said, not everyone can access therapy, but you are hoping to fill a tiny little bit of that void of people that feel like at least have somewhere to go to. You might actually touch on something that can help me.
Yes, definitely. You know, we all experience those Monday blues, or maybe we're right in the thick of a storm where we just find it all-consuming and we don't know how to work through it. This is something that you can just take so much inspiration from, and it's positive. You know, sometimes we do the doom scroll or we're looking on Netflix or what have you. This is real positive content that's uplifting, it's hopeful, and I think you'll learn a lot about your behaviours as well. I'm fascinated with psychology and why we behave in certain ways or why we're drawn to certain things, and that's been my biggest...
Why we can repeat patterns sometimes too. It's all of those things.
That's been the toughest part for me, is, you know, those behaviour pattern repeats and working through that. So I'm proud, I'm nervous, I'm excited, because it's all the feels, because it's something so different.
Yeah, but
it's a real passion project.
Exactly. But you did say, like, you do you miss the reality thing. And
Yes.
I mean, you grew up in that world,
Yeah.
Ferne. Like,
Yeah.
And we sort of watched you grow up in that world.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing the door isn't completely shut on having a camera crew. I mean, let's face it, you wanted to go to Hollywood.
Yeah.
You wanted to be a big Hollywood star at one point.
Yes, okay, so I've always had this dream, and we've all got dreams that we sort of bury and never quite share with people because they just seem so out of reach. But I always wanted to be an actress. You know, I auditioned for RADA, Mount View Central, never obviously made it, and I had to settle for Essex, although I wanted Hollywood.
You wanted to be in a period drama, didn't you?
I am obsessed with period dramas. Oh, my goodness, those Towie days. I was absolutely I am obsessed with period dramas. I don't want the main part, just a little bit part.
Well, that's how we think you may look
Yes!
in a new period drama.
Oh, I love
And I think you fit in
manifesting
very
it
well.
for me. There we
Absolutely.
go.
It all started here for you.
Oh, I love that. That's brilliant.
Aside from all of that, of course, big wedding coming up. Basically, life's very busy.
Life's very busy. We haven't actually set the date or anything like that. I feel like we're just going to have the world's longest engagement.
You're allowed to do that.
Yes.
Enjoy the anticipation. That's what it's all
Exactly,
about.
exactly.
Ferne, as always, it's so lovely to see
thank you
you.
for having me.
The first episode of Ferne's podcast, Every Cloud, is available now. Thank you
Yes.
very much. Hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel where we upload new videos every single day. You can click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for some more amazing content.